Hey everyone, this is Dr. Philip Cordova with Core Chiropractic. You know, I have found that making changes can be very difficult, very challenging. In fact, as I'm talking to my patients about little things that they can do that would make significant changes in their health, they just won't do it. Now, these are smart people. You know, there's some challenges there in adopting a new habit. There's some challenges there in making a change to it, something that's uncomfortable or something that you just have not ever done before. So we're going to talk about how to make a positive change for yourself in 3 easy steps. So the first thing you want to do is try to figure out what the bad habit is doing for you. It has to be doing something for you. Now, let's take smoking, for example. I know there's not a person on this planet that thinks that smoking is good for you, right? Yet there are new people smoking all the time. There's new people bringing this up, and maybe it's not as positive as as many people doing it as it once was. There's still people taking on the habit of smoking on a regular basis. Now, why would somebody do something like that when they know it's not healthy for them? There's only one reason, is that it's providing some sort of benefit for them. Either they feel like they enjoy the habit, they think it looks cool, there's a group of friends that they enjoy hanging out with, they like the feeling. There's something positive that's happening with it, otherwise they would not continue to do it. So if your habit is slouching, if your habit is eating too much sugar, if your habit is drinking Diet Cokes, if your habit is something that you really know is not good for you, try to break down what is it doing for you. There has to be something that it's benefiting you in some way, even if it's not like a direct, like this is the best thing for me way, there's still something that it's doing for you or you wouldn't keep doing it. So I think once you've identified what it's doing for you, you can now seek out a different way of achieving that, and that gives you a new direction to go into. The second way to try to break a bad habit or move in a positive direction is to determine a good why. So that's WHY, why do I want to make this change? So if it's doing posture exercises, why would that benefit you? Why would that be a good thing? And it needs to be something that actually would motivate you to take action. So it can't just be, well, I'd have better posture. Well, who cares? Why do you want better posture? There's got to be more benefits to you. The same with the smoking example. What does posture give you? Is it better health? Does that motivate you? Does that make you excited about it? Is that you're worried about developing that hump and you know that working on your posture will keep you from getting that hump? Is it that you feel like you'll look better? Or you're an athlete and you know that if by working on your posture that will help you breathe better and achieve a better result when you run or exercise? You have to have a good why. So if it's something like Diet Cokes, for example, yes, I know I've said that those are absolutely terrible for you. Look up research, look up YouTube videos, look up anything that would show you all the harmful effects and make that a focus. I think the only reason why we continue to drink those things is because we're only thinking about this tastes good and I don't want to have the sugar of soda, so I'm going to continue that. But if you start thinking of all the chemicals that are going in, you start thinking of all the negative effects of your body, and you have a good why to change, well then it becomes a lot easier to actually make a change. And so first thing is figure out what it's doing for you and find a different way of achieving that goal. And the second thing is determine a why. Why do I want to change? Why do I want to make this better? Why do I want to make this positive step? And the last thing is to get leverage on yourself. So this could be anything from, I've seen people have swear jars, right? Every time I say a cuss word, I got to give $1. Or, you tell your friends, I'm going to quit smoking. And you tell Facebook and you tell everyone that you're going to quit smoking because there's a leverage against it, right? There's a leverage that you would be embarrassed if they then caught you smoking. If you say you want to eat better, if you say you want to exercise more, that you're now documenting this process. Or you're going to give yourself a reward that if you can run a mile every day for a week, that you're going to go do something special for yourself, that you want to give yourself some sort of leverage, some sort of benefit or some sort of negative consequence if you don't achieve your goal. And it has to be something that's motivating for you. It has to be something going, I'm going to finally take that cruise if I lose 20 pounds, or I'm going to finally buy this car that I've always wanted if I can just stop spending all my money on Starbucks. I mean, there's got to be a motivating factor. If you're having trouble making a change, chances are these things are working against you. You're not replacing the benefit with something else. You don't have a strong enough why, and you don't have any leverage against yourself to actually make a difference. If you can then establish these things, you can have a positive change. There's things that you can do to make your life better. I also encourage you not to try to take on too many things at once, right? You don't want to be that there's a punishment if you don't do this, and there's another punishment if you do this, and there's a reward over here. It's much easier to try to change one thing at a time. If it's going to be, I'm going to establish the habit of posture exercises, then you do that every single day. And if you make it a week, you give yourself a reward. If you make it 2 weeks, it's something bigger. Or the first time somebody compliments you on your good posture, then you're going to do something really great for yourself. And whatever it is that you can do to give yourself that motivation. But just saying, I want to change is not enough to initiate a change. Just saying, I want to do something different, despite all the evidence working towards you of saying that this will make a difference, it's often not enough if we don't figure out these other aspects of things. You get these 3 steps, you'll make a great change. More habits that you have that are working for you instead of against you, the healthier you'll be, and that's what we're all about here at Core Chiropractic. We want to help you get better and stay better and continue to make healthy changes, and I hope that helps. See you guys next week.